I'm Dave.
And I'm Carl.
And this is Beastmade Reviews.
Hey everyone, I'm Dave. Thank you again for watching another video from Beastmade Reviews. Today I am reviewing the Schon Design pen. Hey, I got a new background here. I'm kind of testing it out to see how it goes, so let me know what you think. Now, Schon Design is a Boston-based company that is owned by Ian Schon, who is the producer, the designer, and the fabricator of the pens that he makes. He aims to make quality products that are heirloom quality, that stand the test of time, and are without compromises. He only has one product, and that is the pen. I'm holding it right here. Now, I believe he got his first big start from Kickstarter, where he launched the pen project, which was basically just funding the design and production of this pen. Now, currently, he only produces the pen, which is made in 7 different metals and finishes. And I believe he is also working on a watch from his Instagram feed, which he has a great Instagram feed, by the way. I'm very much looking forward to the watch, but right now I'm really enjoying the pen. It's made in the USA with pride, and it has a very sleek, minimalist look that I really enjoy. And this review is based on the stainless steel tumbled version. All right, so let's get to the specs. It's a 1/2 inch in diameter. It's 4 inches closed, and it's 5 3/4 inches when posted. Now, the weight for the stainless steel version that I have is 2.8 ounces, but he has others in other different metals, the lightest being the aluminum version, which is 1 ounce, the heaviest being the bronze version, which is 3.3 ounces. He also has some that are in brass and titanium, which are in the middle. Now, each pen is milled from a solid piece of bar stock and is finished accordingly. My stainless version was tumbled to have a nice stonewash finish. Looking at the pen, they don't even look like pens, which I really love. It just looks like a metal rod. The design is so satisfying, a perfect minimalist look with finishing touches that show that Ian Schon thinks and cares about his pens. First, it's small when closed. There's nothing on the outside at all. It's perfectly symmetrical. Then you see the threads, which allow the pen to be posted. But to kind of keep with the symmetry, a non-minimalist feature that he put as the design was to add the aesthetic milling on the cap, which perfectly matches the threads on the other side. A nice touch. When the cap is posted, you get a full-size pen. Here it is next to a classic Bic pen. The stock refill is a Fisher Space Pen refill, which fits perfectly with no wiggle at all. The pen itself, without the refill, is only 3 parts: cap, body, and screw, which holds in the refill. Fisher refills have their own following, but if you don't like them, he has an adapter that makes the pen retrofitted for D1 size refills. All right, so let's talk about the pros. Now, the first pro, I think, is the most obvious one, which is just the design. It's a very simple design, which is both functional and aesthetically pleasing. I'm dropping things here. The quality is impeccable. It's made so well. And he talks about heirloom quality, which I really believe it is heirloom quality. And I don't just mean like my immediate heir. Probably 3 and 4 generations out, it will still be here. This really just makes the perfect anytime, anywhere, all-weather pen. It weighs a little bit more than anticipated, but I actually really like the heft. And I find that it is very comfortable in writing, as opposed to some pens which I own, which we'll get to later, which are really heavy or really light. This actually is very comfortable in writing. When closed, it's pretty small, and I find that because of that, I just throw it in my pocket and it disappears. I really carry this a lot. It's probably one of my most carried pens that I have, and I have about 6. I don't know what I'm doing with 6 pens, but I have a lot. Also, the customer service that Ian provides is impeccable. When I got this pen, I actually got 2 of them, and they were both lost in the mail. I got the package, and it had a hole in it, and no pens. And he quickly sent out 2 more, and I was really thankful for that. You know, it just shows a testament to his customer service. He lost, I think, like $200, so that really means a lot. That is a huge pro. All right, so let's get to the cons. Now, one of the cons that I think could be leveled at it is that some of the versions are pretty heavy. And the stainless steel version, which I think might be one of the more popular versions, is heavier than I thought it was going to be. And if you're a nut and fancyite that is a stickler for ounces and tenths of ounces on weight, you might not like this. I also find that whenever it's posted and you write with it, it's weighted more towards the cap, so it's a little bit unbalanced. It doesn't really bother me that much, but I think it could be a con leveled against it. But perhaps the titanium and aluminum versions are more balanced. Another con that it has is because of the design, it's meant to be thrown in the pocket, so it does not have a clip Now I know that he's running a production of pens in the future that have a clip attachment on there. It kind of throws off the symmetry and design of the initial pen, but I know that some people really like clips and they like to wear it in their pockets with clips, so that will be a con for some people. The other con that I would say is that this really only is good for the Fisher Space Pen. Now he does have a retrofit that works on D1 refills. It doesn't really fit very well, I find, with one of the refills, which I bought from him. And I find that the D1 refill is very small, doesn't have much ink in it at all. They're expensive and they're not easy to find, making it not very economical in the long run. Now more than anything, I would really wish that he made a pen that was better equipped for more common styles of refills, like the Pilot G2 refill or the Uniball Jetstream refill. Both of those are fantastic refills, easy to get, cheap, and they write a lot better than the Fisher Space Pen. I wouldn't even mind if he made like a premium version that was meant for rollerball refills, like the Mont Blanc refill or the Schmidt refill. Those would be fantastic as well. Because it has a Fisher Space Pen refill, its main competition is the Space Pen, which is lighter, it's cheaper, it's more common, and yes, this is cooler and it's more durable. But the main competition has advantages that are tremendous against this. All right, so let's talk about value. Now the starting price for these pens is $58, and that's for the aluminum version. The one that I have in stainless steel is $98, and the most expensive version that he has is $178 for the titanium version. I definitely think that the aluminum version is by far the best value. For $58, it is a really cool pen, but I really do like the heft of the stainless steel version. I think it is a really interesting pen, and I do think that $100 is a lot for a pen, but I think that it pays, and it feels like a $100 pen, I would say. For many, I think that the cost may not be worth twice as much for the steel version, but the aluminum one, $58, I think is a steal. So my final thoughts, without a doubt, this pen has clear highs and lows. I really love the design and the feel. Obviously, I would really rather have a much better refill that is common, that writes better. And this is not a perfect pen, but what pen is? I find that even with the cons of this pen, I really carry it a lot and use it a lot. And that says something about it by itself. I really love the craftsmanship, the design, the aesthetics, the usefulness, the functionality, the components. There's a lot to love about this pen. But Ian, if you're watching, if you ever make a pen and a different refill, I'll be all over that like a fly on Dookie. Thanks for watching Beast Made Reviews. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below. I'll see you next time. I'm Dave. Bye.